The purpose of the church is primarily this, is to be a blessing. And so the fundamental question, and one of the questions, perhaps the main question I want to ask this morning is, in what way are you and your church a blessing to your local community? Or to put it slightly differently, if your church disappeared overnight, would anyone notice?
You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. If the advert with the meerkats had been around then, I almost feel that Jesus could have added simples.
We could be the kind of people who, when we thought about the people who we fundamentally disagreed with, could do what Jesus did and give people the benefit of the doubt.
Wouldn't it be wonderful to see our churches packed, social problems effectively tackled, police forces with nothing to do, Bristol and Swindon courts empty?
And wherever people get to know God, justice begins to emerge.
What's the secret of revival? Well, perhaps whatever it is, it begins here, under the buttons, in connection with God. Loving the Lord our God with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our mind, and with all our strength. And it starts with us.
The thing about the kingdom of God is that when people see it and touch it and feel it, it triggers something inside them. Because actually the kingdom of God is where we were always meant to live. That's how we were always meant to be. It triggers a memory.
That the primary characteristic that marks a community out from a people group is that in a community, it is that place where people start to take responsibility for one another.
Working to build the kingdom in all of the excellent ways that we've been talking about. Being God's servant is a truly wonderful calling. But as P.T. Forsyth once said, it is so possible to be so active in the service of Christ as to forget to love him.
It's about realizing God's big idea. The idea of a kingdom, not a place you can't get on a coach and go there. That place where God's sovereign rule exists.
Imagine for a moment, the kingdom of God came this night, and tomorrow you woke up, the kingdom of God come in all its fullness. What would change in your local community? What would be missing? What would be present? That might give you a little hint as to what the priorities might be for you in setting up signs of the kingdom of God in your neighbourhood. What qualities does your church need to focus on learning? Which is connected to the previous question. It may be that if the idol in your community is wealth, what you need to focus on learning is generosity. If the idol of your community is success, what you need to begin to teach people to learn how to do is to live with integrity, whether success happens or not. If the idol of your community is comfort and ease and an affluent lifestyle, maybe the thing you need to teach your people in churches is actually to live with simplicity.
And I think if we want to see revival in Bristol Diocese, and why on earth would we want anything less, it has to start under the buttons. These buttons, your buttons, and my buttons.
My house in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand piano, my beautiful Castillo.